Hi, my name's John, and welcome to my new place of domicile. It is the Malarga Correctional Facility. This is a self-imposed facility. I pay rent, and I get to use a small percentage of the facilities here. We're going to start out with the garage. There's a thing about rocks. There's the first three. Lots of rocks. There's an abundance of rocks. Oh look, more rocks. There is a rock there with some other kind of rock on top of it. And, oh, we missed a rock. There's a rock down there. Simple secrets of the healthy, wealthy, and wise. Doesn't seem to be working for the guard. There's another rock. But there's a ship in the bottle. We're probably glad to be in there, I can tell you that. There's a rock. We do have a very beautiful rock right there. Some more rocks. That's a nice rock there, isn't it? Nice Buddhist too. There's two Buddhists there. Three. And oh, here's another rock. And a Bob's Big Boy. And the rock collection. Some people are pack rats. And this person is no different except that they're an upscale pack rat. Now you see this line here? That's about as far over as I can get. You see it's pretty tight. And you see my side is nice, neat, clean, well organized. And you see this side is in disarray, disheveled, and totally a mess. It's just by moving three items, which is the Imelda Marcos collection of shoes, a couple boxes, and a chair, there would be a complete 38 inches gained that this person could park to the right, so that every time I open my door, I wouldn't have to squeeze out like a worm. You can see pretty much that this room is not usable. We have a couch that looks like it was designed by a Vietnamese torturer. Pot shelf full of stuff, more stuff, more stuff. And then you've heard of a road to nowhere? Well, how about a train that goes nowhere? And we have this beautiful rug, which is covered. In other words, don't walk on it. A nice, unusable table for decoration. Another chair, not really functional. More artwork. To summarize, wasted space. Now this is what I call a non-functional kitchen, because all the counter space is filled up with garbage. Can't really work on this. This is completely filled up with cookbooks and empty fruit baskets. Now these are my knives. That's quite a luxury. And so I have 6 squares of tiles to prepare food here. For the life of me, I can't figure out how to use this cappuccino maker. I think maybe it's just a sign. And again, unusable counter space. It's a nice big pantry. Okay, that empty pantry is from an escaped prisoner. This is the one shelf I get out of the entire pantry. And surprisingly enough, there's no rocks in here. And then we have more clutter. This is one of the more cluttered houses. We have a kitchen where there's only one usable seat at the whole table because there's no room on either side of that fruit dish. And this is where the prison guard spends about 14 hours a day keeping watch over the kitchen. About 30 pipes here. Can't figure that one out since she's not a smoker. But, what the heck. And I'm not really allowed to use the living room. So for one person, we have 2 chairs, a full-size couch, and this couch in which my room can be closely monitored. Then we have a TV, which I'm not allowed to use, and the remote is hidden. That's always nice to make you feel welcome. More clutter. More clutter. The no man's land. And a nice table. And it's clutter. Clutter, 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 clutter. And that's where the prison office used to be, but it was relocated to the kitchen for reasons unknown. But as you can see, this is wasted space that could be used for an office or just about anything. Now, this is the bathroom I wanted. This is a good reason why this place is infested with bugs. I mean, look at the filth. That completes the tour of the escapees room. We'll now continue on to the rest of the house. As you can see, more clutter. Clutter, 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 clutter. Everywhere you look, there's something. And we have a table, which, if you use, I'm certain that you would get bamboo shoots put underneath your fingernails. So we have this huge amount of room, as I pan, which really is, except for one person, which is a prison guard, non-functional. Kind of cluttered, isn't it? Well, now, I think that's bad. There are notes everywhere. So, let's just take a real quick tour of the notes and see what you think about it. Thought, this is weird. My key does not fit that lock. So, when I asked my prison guard about it, I was told that due to privacy concerns, I was not allowed to use this door. Do not touch this meter. Well, I haven't. Emergency numbers. You can see it's full. Private. Do not enter without permit. Please check before leaving house. Now, this is just downright bizarre. Clean lint filter after using dryer. I do that anyway. Check for loose metal or sharp objects. Do not let solids drop into liquid bleach dispenser. Right hand front corner of washer. Not even powder. Do not use these machines for heavy comforters, large rugs, or rubber shoes. Better to find a commercial laundromat. Do not leave dirt and stains on surfaces of washer dryer. Please ask if you have to borrow someone else's detergents. Thank you. Notice. Please clean lint filter. No excuses. For lint and trash. Lint filter. Please pull out to clean. Well, actually, I was thinking about bringing in the hose from outside. And then please turn off fans before you leave. Thanks. It says this is a self-cleaning kitchen. Please clean up after yourself. Thank you. I find it ironic that a lot of times I come in here and there's long strands of brown hair and food debris around the sink area. The oven timer, okay. I'm forbidden from using the oven. I was told that if I do use it, I will be charged for it. Tony. Rebecca. And when I moved in, this was my spot. J for John. And the level was down here, which gave me more room. As soon as I moved in, and before I bought food, somehow mysteriously, this rack jumped from here to here. And then there's J for John. I get this little area here. Okay. And then I get this little area, and this little area, and this. And I get one tray. One tray. Okay. Now, if I did want to use any storage space, I'm not even going to explain this. I'm just going to say, if I did want to use some storage space, more clutter. 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 This is where I dispose of my nails and screws. Up there. I almost forgot a note. Do not use on autumn. Yeah, that's the light that doesn't work out in front. Was that enough notes for you? Man, I'm confused. This is like cell block 13. But let's not dwell on that. There's also this little thing about redundancy. You know what redundancy is, right? Where you have a failsafe, and a failsafe for that? Okay, let's go over that real quick. All the counter space is filled up with cookbooks. Here's something interesting to note. Here's one fruit basket. Here's two fruit baskets. Here's a third fruit basket. That in itself is not odd, except the fruit isn't even real. So, my question is, if you have fake fruit, why do you need 3 fruit baskets? Now, coming back, 3 fruit baskets, 2 toasters. Why 2? I don't know. 2 blenders. Why 2? I don't know. There's 1 garbage can, 2 garbage cans. Now again we get to the usable kitchen part. We have 2 dish drainers. I've been told I'm not allowed to use the dishwasher to dry my dishes. And that's why I don't cook in the kitchen or use the kitchen. Because we have 4 squares here of tile that's, well, you can call that usable space. Knickknacks, empty fruit baskets, 2 toasters, 2 blenders, 2 garbage cans, cookbooks, and so I have 2, 4, 6 squares of tiles to prepare food here. About 30 pipes here. We have a kitchen where there's only 1 usable seat. 3 fruit baskets. I wonder who's really fruity around here. How you like that one room? No entry without permit. Wow. I wonder what she's got in there. Kind of makes you wonder. And that concludes my tour of the Malarga Penal Institution. Now this differs from most institutions in that I have to pay rent to actually be somewhat incarcerated here. But given enough time and good behavior, I should be able to move out and find a place of my own. You know, there is one really good thing about this place, and it is a pet-friendly prison. Well, if you can call it friendly. My little buddy here, Lazarus, is locked up in the room all day, but he can't read, so therefore he doesn't know how oppressed he is. You're lucky, because if you could read those notes, I don't know what you'd do. I'd be a pretty smart cat, really, if you could read. But at any rate, you know, I gotta let you go, because you got other things to do, and I've got nothing but time. Check in next week when we get a fresh delivery of rocks. We might even get another garbage can. Boy, I would consider myself so blessed. Y'all come back now, yeah?